welcome back. Today, it's just nice to sit here and talk to you guys. I'm just like, okay, we're here, you and me, let's just talk, let's hang out. How are we doing? How are things going? How are we feeling? Are we good? Just going back to kind of basic stuff today. I got other projects going on behind the scenes, but I'm still working on those, like sewing projects and stuff like that. I'm not gonna say too much more than that because I don't want to ruin the surprise of it all. Now, I want to address another elephant in the room right now. I am not wearing the red dress, but I am wearing a red dress because it's hot and I don't want to wear wool right now. And I also ate a lot of food before I filmed this, and I just kind of wanted some room to breathe in my dress. So I have a different red dress on. I hope that's okay. Just one little dress in here today, so this should be a nice, short, sweet, to the point video. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, so as always, tissue paper is down, hands are clean, de-ringed. I have my measuring tape with me. I don't know, it makes me feel really professional right now. Like, it's just kind of like wearing it like an accessory, like, oh, quick pro tip for those of you all who go and look at originals or have stuff in your collection and you want to be extra safe, like super duper safe, you can actually take the metal tips off of the plastic measuring tapes, and this makes them much safer to work with because there's no metal to risk like catching the fabric. They're really easy to pull off. Okay. Ooh. There we go. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have a card. Thank you, Blair. And I'm gonna keep your card, Blair, with the dress. So that way, if for some reason anything of mine ever ends up in a museum collection, we can maintain the provenance of the garment. Because I've had emails from a few of you all asking if I wanted to take some of your family heirlooms, which the answer is usually yes. I always want to know what you know about the garment. So that way, as like basically a curator of my own personal collection, I can maintain some provenance about the garment. So that way, if it ever ends up in a museum, or if it ever goes anywhere, we can maintain the story of the garment itself. So this card for now, I'm gonna put it up on one of my little baby shelves. All right, let's unpack this baby. I'm so excited to see her. All right, so. Initial impressions is this is a gorgeous light blue linen summer suit. Oh. Some fading, but oh my gosh, this is gorgeous braid. Look at this. Okay, so, oh my gosh, this grosgrain's super wide. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. Oh my gosh, you're beautiful. Let's see, and then we have this little bolero jacket. Oh, cute. Oh, it's adorable. These buttons are fabulous. We have a mark in them, 40. Oh, this is just adorable. Well, Blair, your grandmother had great taste. Let's move the jacket over to the side, and then let's just go through the skirt first, and then we'll go through the jacket. I'll take that baby off the mannequin, and we'll see if I can get this to fit. Initial impressions, let's like have to remember how to do this now. Like it's been a minute since I've done one. This is made out of a really lovely light blue linen. It is unlined with a very deep hem. We're looking at, nice that I had this stuff. Yeah, basically a 4-inch deep hem. The soutache has been hand stitched into place with what looks like just running stitches for most of it. And then, yeah, the French knots are embroidered in what is, I assume, wool, so crewel yarns. It's gorgeous. Oh, the design was inked on. I can see the ink marks that still survive. So it was inked on, and this is gorgeous. Like, what a great, beautiful project that this is. So she did the soutache, she did the braid first, and then she constructed it. There were some weird points of the stitching that made me question whether or not it had actually been put together and then the braid like put on top of that. But no, the decoration went on first, like a logical process, and then the skirt was made up. Hand sewn hem, raw edges on the inside, not even overcast, machine sewn on the skirt. Is that a pocket? What is this? Oh no, oh neat, okay. This is how you get into this thing. I see you. Gotta love the teens, man. They love making stuff complicated. They're like, how many different ways can we make it so you can get into this garment? Because let's not make it easy. That easy garment entry is for chumps in the 19 teens. Like, who wants to do that? That's boring. Oh, whoa, okay. So she used actual baleen boning to support the hooks and eyes at the entry point, and the baleen, there's like just a chunk of baleen just like stuck in here. Yeah, it just had the holes bored through it and stitched through. It's completely like falling apart. And they did every other hook and eye. So instead of just like hooks on one side and eyes on the other, she alternated them. We have different sort of, probably that's just like feather boning that's stitched through. Huge, huge grosgrain ribbon waistband. Like this thing is, what, 6 inches? Almost 5. Excellent structure, so it holds it up against the body when you're wearing that long line 19 teens look. And I love the teens so much. The teens are like, okay, I need to take a minute to talk about how fabulous like the late 19 teens are, okay? Like the late 19 teens is the most fashion forward 5-year period of all time. Like if you were to wear a late 19 teens clothes now, people would be like, damn girl, like where'd you get that like super fashionable modern outfit that's so avant-garde, that's so crazy and cool? It's like, it's like 100 years old. It's no big deal. The 19 teens I just think are so chic. They're so cool. It's so wacky because you can tell that they were reeling from World War I, which makes sense, and Spanish Influenza. Hashtag too soon. But the fashion of that like 5 years, oh, it's just the coolest era for clothes. But they have these super duper wide waistbands here, and like you can't really find ribbon like this wide anymore, so it kind of makes making 19 teen stuff sometimes a bit tricky. But what's funny about this is she obviously didn't have enough herself, and so she pieced it together in 2 places to like reinforce it. That's a lot of work that she did there. And there's no boning or anything, and it's a different ribbon. I think she just did that, so she must have just had pieces that she then just did it to make it longer. She also has little tiny darts in here to help shape it around her waist and the curve of her waist, which is really cool. Yeah, and then the skirt has been just attached to this waistband. The skirt is very simple construction. Like I said, it's unlined, it's plain blue linen with the design at the bottom. She has some delightful little patches and piecing here, like where obviously she had a cutting mistake. Girl, I see you. That sucks. I'm sorry. But you know what? It's still together 100 years later, so who cares, right? Yeah, she did a really great job making this. This is really quite lovely. Let's see, any other treasures in here other than like having some issues with cutting? Oh, you did piece it. Oh, what a cute little like triangular patch you put there. That's adorable. Oh, there's like a little dart there that did that just misbehave for you? I also appreciate the fact that she still has basting stitches in her skirt. Like she never bothered to actually take it out. Oh, that's hilarious. And like, yeah, the waistband, like the top of the waistband is not on grain because it's like wibbly wobbly linen. And so it's like all over the place, like with the folding, it's just like, and she obviously had a bit of Bear like sewing it in. Like the machine like wobbled on her like at the thicker parts, and oh, this is relatable. You know, it's looking at stuff like this, you're just like, oh, I feel good now. I feel validated. Her machine actually is a chain stitch machine, so it's not a traditional lock stitch machine because the wrong side looks like a chain stitch, like an embroidery stitch or like a tambour stitch, where the right side looks like normal straight stitches. That's interesting. Okay, the way this closure works, and I'm gonna get some good detail shots of this. We have snaps. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 snaps on a 9-inch placket. And that snaps up the center back, I believe. And then there is a wacky configuration of hooks where we have one hook that goes this way and then 2 other hooks that hook down to hold the skirt up to the waistband. And then the waistband itself has the 4 hooks and eyes to hold that into place and secure it. So you secure this, snap that up, and then snap the skirt into place over the waistband. The skirt is pleated with just simple, straightforward knife pleats and a couple of very strategic box pleats. adorable, and I love it. The edges are pretty much left raw. There's some overcasting here on the waistband and like this little cut issue where like the pleat was cut and notched in a way. She's just kind of locked that in with just some big whip stitches. So yeah, the basting stitches are still in the skirt. I don't know why. And there's like a couple back stitches in here too. So she obviously basted it with a running back stitch and then never bothered to take it out. A girl after my own heart, can't be bothered. If no one's gonna see it, who the frick cares, right? This design with the braid is just gorgeous. I love it. She has those knots, all those French knots. It's super labor intensive. And she was doing them in not individually. So she definitely was doing them in chunks. You can see her knots. This is another thing too, y'all. For all of us who were like had any sewing experience with like our grandmother's generation or our mother's generation or like in schools and embroidery, it was always like, your embroidery must look just as good on the underside as it should on the outside. That's not true. History tells us no. History says, who cares? Under here, you can see the knots just, it goes every which way and there's big knots left from the wool yarns. And even her stitches on hold the braid into place, like there's just long strings all over the place here that she just kind of like left and obviously was like, ah, screw it. I'll just catch them on everything else. So there's a lot of like just loose threads in here. Don't overthink it. Don't stress yourself out about it. All good. This is adorable. This is beautiful. Just a little jacket. She would definitely have like a shirt waist underneath of this. This is not the only thing. That also, because of like 19 teens, that waist is actually pretty damn high. So the shortness of this jacket actually isn't that weird. I think once if I can get it on the mannequin, I think it'll make a lot of sense visually. It's lined with just a very thin, fine China silk. This silk was used for something else because again, we have sewing machine scarring in here. I am really shocked that this has not been completely destroyed. That's freaking cool. The sleeves are also lined in the silk. The silk was hand stitched in with just, you know, hem felling stitches. This whole lining was mostly hand sewn in. Like I said, there's some machine scarring in here. Jacket itself, the linen, it's machine sewn, but the lining is not. It's all been hand stitched in. Not nicely, it's pretty rough. You know, she obviously had issues with the silk as well because it's bunching in some places. So obviously the braid and the French knots were done before the jacket was put together. It was absolutely done with the jacket design in mind because of just how it goes around the body. Oh, we have some sweaty sweat stains. We have about an inch of seam allowance that she's folded up on the finished edge and just has like basted that into place. Buttons are heavy and awkward. So the decorative cuffs were stitched on separately to the finished sleeve that has a placket on the inside. We're a one-piece sleeve. Very cute. And the buttons are just decorative. It's just 3 snaps up the front. Oh, look at the back of this. Oh my goodness. Girl, you were just something else, weren't you? Blair, your grandmother knew what was up. She was very fashionable. So beautiful braid work and French knots. We have some little darts at the shoulder to help with some shaping. The braiding actually hides the dart so you can't see it, but that means that dart had to be made before the braiding was done. And then we have some really beautiful designs here in the center back, that continuation of that line, and it goes all the way over. And yes, I really want to make this for myself. Holy guacamole, Batman. I need to get some blue linen and I need to pull a pattern and I need to figure out the design on this. This would be epic just in general. And I think we should all have one. So who wants to make one of these? All right, everyone, thank you for joining me today on this very fun, summery, and inspirational unboxing video. If you would like to know more about this garment, get extreme construction detail information, more stitches per inch, where it was constructed, how it was constructed, get all that B-roll, all that juicy footage to help yourself make something like this or just to gain more inspiration, I actually have an entire tier on my Patreon where this is what we do. We go into more in depth into these garments. If you're interested, you can find my Patreon below. I wish to also again thank Blair for sending me this beautiful ensemble. I will give it a very good home and I already am in love with it. I think it's just so precious. Thank you guys for joining me today, and if you have a good time, don't forget to subscribe. I post every Sunday and I will see you all next week. Okay, bye. Griffey, I'm trying to record. Oh, this is a mess. Oh, this is all sorts of tangly wanglies. Dang. Griffey! Griff! What you boofing at? What you borking at, buddy? Let's be quiet. Mommy's filming. Griffey, are you mommy's good boy? Are you mommy's good boy? Do you wait patiently? Are you mommy's good boy? Just